Hello, everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Tuesday, January 4th, 2021. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Glad you're tuning with us today for Talking Fitchburg. And I have to thank Andrew right off the start. First day we get back, and I started the day and then became sick. But luckily, I think it was something to do with food. So back on the hot seat, but Andrew got to bring in the first show of the year, which is pretty special, and he got to bring in the new graphics package as well. So like he brought in a brand new show for 2022, which is awesome. And if you haven't seen those graphics, they are cool. You're going to see them today, and we're happy with the new look, and we'll be expanding on that. Gives us some greater flexibility too with the show, which we'll be taking you through this year coming up. So excited for that. And I'm excited for today's show. We got a busy one for you. Andrew will sit down with CC from the rec department on their first update of the year for 22. Plus, we'll take a look back and the interview we had with Chad Brecklin, our city administrator, in case you missed it. Holiday season so busy, so want to make sure you get a chance to get an update from our city administrator. That was before we went into the break, but still great information as far as what's coming up this year in 2022. But first, we'll give you some of the headlines for the day, and we start with Sing a Story, Knick Knack Patty Whack, Give a Dog a Bone. I wish it would have finished with that. Maybe it's copyrighted and they don't do that. It's happening on Wednesday, January 5th. Looking for a fun break for your preschoolers? Capture your child's attention with this lively illustrations and toe-tapping tune. Classic children's rhythm songs. Knick Knack Paddywhack. I wish it still should be on your all the way. Knick Knack Paddywhack, Give a Dog a Bone. This old man went rolling home. Access to the video at the Fitchburg Public Library's Facebook page. That'll open up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So funny. All right, Ballroom Basics for Balance. This is a new exercise coming to the Fitchburg Senior Center in 22. Ballroom Basics for Balance is a fun way for you to regain your balance and have fun while doing it. Before the series kicks off, we will be offering a free demo class. If you don't have access to your computer, feel free to call the front desk at the Senior Center, 608-270-4290. For those who fill out the form on our programming page, all information will be found there. Although the demo class is almost full, don't hesitate to call and find out if we still have space. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. All right, virtual housing seminar will be happening on January 19th, a virtual. Then at 1 p.m., join us for this 30-minute virtual Zoom presentation on fair housing. The important topic will cover services and when to contact our organization, federal, state, local fair housing laws, red flag of housing discrimination, enforcing fair housing laws, common types of housing discrimination. Taylor from Fair Housing Wisconsin will be the presenter. If you would like to register, please go to the website, fitchburgwi.gov, and then find the programs and registration tab. And you can Zoom this or be at home and watch this via Zoom, or come to the Senior Center and be a part of watching this on the big screen for easy viewing. They do have a really giant screen there, so it does make it a little bit easier for viewing that program. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we'll open up our digest. We're going to check in with Chad Brecklin on our update from the city administrator, and a little bit later, we'll check in with the rec department. CC will have your update on what's happening this year for some fun activities. All on Talking Fitchburg. I love these logos. It's awesome. I'll be right back.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus, so follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. Wear a cloth face covering and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at? Underlay, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready!
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today is your city administrator, Chad Brecklin. Chad, welcome back to the show. How are you doing, long time no see friend?
Yeah, I'm doing well, Jeremy. How have you been? I don't know if I've seen you on this show in like 3 or 4 months.
You know, basically after we won the awards, it all went to my head. And I've been out on tour, you know, shaking hands, signing autographs, and I put Andrew to work. I mean, it was as simple as that. There's no other excuse.
Well, that was one of the possible theories that I was kicking around there, that had completely gone to your head. But on the bright side, not only did you and the FAC team win those awards, but also I was in the very capable hands of Andrew in your absence. So no harm, no foul.
He does a good job. We like when he fills in, and if I could get him to do more of the show, that would be great. And I could take a back seat, but I know he won't let me do that. So when he's there, he's great to help us out and make this work. So I'm glad that I'm able to join you, but I definitely feel the same way, that you definitely were in the right hands, at least for the interviews. And as I told you, it was a better chance for you two to bond a little bit over your new role as city administrator. And that's what we'll take our first question of the day today. You're 5 months in, Chad, and at this point in the year, normally we would be saying, well, Chad, it's been another year. How did this year go, and how would you wrap it up? But let's just look at the first 5 months. How are things going for you? Settling in, enjoying the meetings? What's going on out there?
So yeah, the first 5 months of the city administrator role have been definitely quite busy for me. You mentioned meetings, and many days it seems like I'm going from one meeting to the next, to the next, to the next. I think one day last week I was recounting for somebody the number of meetings I had in one day, and I think, granted it was a long day, but I think I got to 10 meetings that day. So yeah, there's no shortage of time for me to sit in meetings and spend some time on city operations and a variety of other things. But overall, meetings aside, things I think have gone well. It's been very interesting learning more about city operations and having a better understanding, how all the parts, so to speak, fit together and come together as one and make the city run, so to speak. And I've been very lucky to have such great people like the two of you who have been very kind and supportive and helpful as I've transitioned into the new role. We have a lot of great people throughout the city in all of its departments, which obviously I knew that as having been a member of the city for over 20 years. But it's definitely given me a new appreciation for the type of people that we have here and how dedicated and helpful and committed they are to helping one another and also to provide great services to our community as well. So it's been a good transition, and 22 will be continuing that transition with lots more to continue to learn and lots of opportunities ahead.
Absolutely, and as Fact TV, we get to see a lot of the departments as well, and it is amazing how city operations all comes together and how it all intertwines. But you're definitely on the inside track there with the new position, and I think you're off to a great start, certainly. And we'll challenge you now to all those meetings you have been in. We start with, it is annual property tax collection season in City Hall this year for the collection. You did want to mention that as part of some of the stuff we're talking about today.
Yeah, this is obviously our tax bills, property tax bills went out, I think about a week or so ago, and they've been arriving in folks' mailboxes beginning early last week. And there's been a steady stream of folks coming in to take care of their property tax payments, which of course we always appreciate that timely payment. Also, as a sidebar, of course, dog license or pet licenses are due at this time as well. So we've seen some folks at the front counter taking care of those also. I do want to reiterate, though, obviously, that when those property tax bills show up in everyone's mailbox, we certainly take that with all level of seriousness and know that that's a financial impact that our property owners have to account for every single year. And we certainly here at City Hall try to do our best to be very good stewards of your money that you provide us, all with the effort of providing outstanding city municipal services to our communities. So I hope that in those situations where our residents and property owners have utilized city services, they have had a positive experience and have felt that the value of those services have have met their expectations. So with the holiday season coming up, City Hall is typically closed in recognition of some holidays. It will be closed on December 24th and 25th. And closing at noon on December 30th. And also City Hall will be closed on December 31st, which is Friday of next week. However, for tax collection purposes, any day City Hall is open, tax collection begins at 7:30 a.m. and continues until 4:30 p.m. And on those days in which City Hall is closed that I mentioned on the 30th and 31st, tax collection will be available from 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon on both the 30th and 31st. So anyone wishing to make those tax payments in advance of the new year, City Hall is going to be open for the purposes of tax payment collection on the 31st. So you can still get that payment in by 12 noon.
And if you can't get here in those hours, you can drop that payment off in the drop box in the foyer. Remember, no cash, though, when you drop that off in there. And please don't send cash in the mail if you are mailing it, or Misty will have my hide for not sharing that information. So very important on that. And thanks for the update there, Chad. Speaking of funds, we finished budget out last year for this upcoming year. But a note here of ARPA funds, if you could tell the folks what the ARPA funds are and what will be happening here coming up in 22 with those.
Yeah, so it seems like we always tend to be in some sort of a budget season here in the city of Fitchburg, whether it's capital budget season or operating budget season, or if we're not actually discussing and planning budgets, we're certainly prepping for the next round of capital and or operating budget. But with the ARPA funds, which is the American Rescue Plan funds that the federal government has been providing to municipalities, legislation I think was passed in either spring of 2021 or maybe summer. I don't know exactly what the timing of that was, but ultimately we've been reviewing the guidelines. They still are in an interim state, those guidelines, but they're at a point where we feel we can at least begin to proceed with developing a spending plan for the funding that we are going to be receiving from the federal government. In total, the city of Fitchburg is expected to receive just about $3.2 million in ARPA funds. Those funds can be used for things like water quality, stormwater quality issues, and other projects related to responding to COVID and the associated issues that the pandemic has created in our communities. So our city council will begin to develop that spending plan in conjunction with Mayor Richardson, beginning in the first quarter of 2022. Our finance director, Misty Dodge, who we all know is outstanding and stays on top of all things budgetarily, including the ARPA funding, has developed a proposed timeline, which was modified a bit and acted upon by the city council at our meeting on December 14th. So in January, she will do a presentation on how we may utilize those ARPA funds and other guidelines and considerations that are important for us in our community and our council to be aware of. And then the Mayor Richardson will develop a tentative spending plan based upon the priorities that he's identified. And then the city council and our community will have an opportunity to provide feedback and input and potential amendment and modification to that proposed spending plan that Mayor Richardson creates. So please, folks, stay tuned to the notices that might be posted in regards to city meetings. I'm sure our website will be updated as well in regards to agendas and other opportunities for public input, but likely our council meetings in February and March will certainly provide that opportunity for input for those in our community to come in and talk about how they might wish for the city to utilize those ARPA funds. And of course, I would encourage anyone to contact Mayor Richardson and or their respective alder in their district to also share any feedback they may have.
Perfect. Well, appreciate the breakdown and appreciate your time as always, Chad. We're out of time, but we'll look forward to checking in with you at the new year. Have a safe and wonderful holiday break. And I promise at least 6 episodes with you next year. I can give you 50%, but that's about it.
You know what? I'll take what I can get. I'll be in good hands either way between you and Andrew. So we're all good. We're all good.
All right. That is your city administrator, Chad Brecklin, and stay up to the latest news on the website as far as ARPA tax collection and other questions you may have. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Today I'm sitting down with Cece from the Recreation Department. Cece, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Happy New Year to you, and hopefully you had good holidays.
Yes, I did, and I hope you did as well.
We did well here, and but ready to get back to work. You know, had some time off. Everyone's back to school, and we're back to work. Even though I'm home today, but we're still back to work. And but today we're talking about some winter recreation programs coming up, and we're gonna start with some youth programs, and we got esports. Love that esports.
Yeah, we've been talking about this one for a while, but it's finally happening. The season will be starting soon. Registration closes on January 10th. So we've got programs for that for both youth and teen. We do have an update from the last time we met in that, unfortunately, the youth division of Fortnite was canceled due to some licensing changes from their parent company. So that one won't be available, but all the other games will be, and Fortnite will be offered for the teen division and, as we'll talk about later, the adult division.
Okay, well, that's a good change to note. And again, I'm excited about this esports. It's really cool. And being a gamer myself, it's pretty fun to see that being involved here in the recreation department. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And if you win the league, you do get prizes from GG Leagues. So that's a nice perk too.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, everyone gets signed up and we're getting ready for some good esports here. All right. Also, we got coding. Some coding coming up for youth.
Yeah, we just added this one. This is with our partner Youth Enrichment League. So they're going to be doing an online code, or not an online coding class. They're going to be doing a coding class at the Fitchburg Community Center, obviously teaching kids how to create computer code. That's going to be from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Saturdays, starting February 26th and going through April 2nd. And it's going to be for 1st through 5th grade.
Perfect. That's awesome. I mean, getting kids involved in coding now with technology that early is really awesome and good to see. Also, we have some music, the music garden, of course, the classic here at the recreation department.
Yes, this is the classic. An update on the current session that was slated to start this week. Unfortunately, we had to cancel it due to low enrollment. So if anybody was looking to participate this session, unfortunately it won't be available, but the next session does start on February 10th. That will go through March 10th. And that's going to be 10:15 to 10:45 in the morning on Thursdays for the 0 to 3 age group, and then 11:15 to 11:45 for the 3 and 4 age group.
Perfect. I mean, music's always a good thing, and get signed up so that the class happens this time. Hopefully get good enrollment and we're able to do the class come February.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes. And also, last thing before we go to the adult programs, we have volleyball coming up as well, some skills.
Yep, we've got volleyball. So this is partially like learning skill-based program, and then it transitions into a fun, very informal kind of mini tournament program where you put those skills to the test. So we have all of our teams filled except for our 8th grade team. So if you know any 8th graders that are looking to play, we've got some spots available still.
Perfect. And yeah, so make sure to get signed up for that. Some 8th graders, call in all 8th graders, get in there, get that filled out. Well, all right, we'll move to some of the adult programs coming up, and we'll go back to the esports for the adult side this time.
Yep, so it's the same games as our youth program. And again, if you win, you get prizes from GG League. So that's always fun too. The adult division is for 18-year-olds and up, and that would be non-school aged teens. So if you're still in high school and you're 18, sign up for the teen division, not the adult division. But yeah, so season pass costs $40 and you can play in unlimited leagues for that amount. So there's different leagues every single day of the week.
Well, that's awesome that you get a season pass, you can keep doing this, and it's all ages. When I first saw it for the youth league, I'm like, oh, I wish it was for adults too. And then there it is. So everyone can be involved in these. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Absolutely. One I think we talked about last time and coming up is fly tying. I know Jeremy's really excited about trying to do this. So what's the fly tying class about?
Yeah, so fly tying is in reference to fly fishing. So basically it's the lures that you use to catch the fish. They're these really cool, artistic, honestly, pieces of art that you use that look like bugs and stuff that attract the fish to your line when you're fly fishing. So basically this class is going to teach you how to make those. We do have an update to this program as well, in that they are going to move it to online instruction. And they're unfortunately going to cancel the beginner course. So it's just going to be the intermediate course at this time. So online, intermediate, people looking to improve their fly tying skills for fly fishing. This one is for you. It's a free program.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Again, unfortunately, the beginner class isn't happening, but if you know a little bit, get some good skills here. And I mean, it's just like you said, it's definitely an art form and very artistic to make your own flies. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. And that program is Wednesdays from 7 to 9 p.m., January 19th to March 9th. So there are still some spots available online.
Perfect. Well, yeah, get signed up, and I'll tell Jeremy to make sure he gets signed up for this. And then also we've got yoga for all levels as well.
Yep, so that is going to be starting this Tuesday. The Tuesday class starts, and that's going to be from 5:30 to 6:30. Starts this Tuesday to February 1st, or the Thursday class starts this Thursday, January 6th, and goes to February 3rd. So the cost for that is going to be $60 for Fitchburg residents, $70 for non-Fitchburg residents. And if you just want to drop in and try one class, it's $15 to do that.
Perfect. I like that you have the drop-in prices too. So just in case someone can't make them all or just wants to try it out, they can just pay and come in for that one session. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
And yoga is such a good thing to learn for all levels and, like you said, all ages too. Very good.
Yeah,
and-
we've got people who are 16 in this class all the way up to people who are in their 60s or 70s. So it really is, like the name says, for all levels. You know, there's poses for beginners, more advanced poses that you can kind of increase the challenge as you get a little more comfortable.
Awesome. That sounds good. Something I should definitely try to get involved with as well, because it's really good for you. But that's really cool. And last year we got dance fitness with Wendy, but it's still the same class we've had before.
That is correct. Our lovely instructor, Wendelin, otherwise known as Wendy, is coming back with more dance fitness. So this is a fitness class, but you're doing like salsa moves and merengue. You're getting grooving out there while you're getting your workout. So it's a lot of fun. Those ladies have a lot of fun. That meets Tuesdays and Saturdays. On the Tuesdays, it's a 5 to 6 p.m. class after work, and then on Saturdays, it's a 9 to 10 a.m. class. And that current session is going to start tomorrow night on Tuesday, January 4th. So be ready for that. Andrew will have more details for the class up. We just planned this today, so I don't quite have everything together in a nice package for this meeting, but it'll be up on the screen when you guys see this.
Yes, we'll make sure everyone gets the information, hopefully gets signed up, and also drop-in classes most likely for this one too.
Yes, there are drop-in classes.
Perfect. That's awesome. Well, it sounds like a lot of things going on, and I'm sure there's more out there. So if people want to find and sign up to these programs, where do they need to go?
Yes, so they can go to the city website, fitchburgwi.gov/recreation. That'll take you to the recreation page. And then there's a big blue button that says view programs and register here. Or they can always follow us on Facebook too. We have that page as well. It's facebook.com/fitchrec. And we post all the programs there as well.
Perfect. Well, hopefully everyone can get signed up to some of these awesome programs, and we'll keep everyone up to date, and we'll talk to you next month, Cece.
Okay, sounds good. See you then.
All right, thank you very much. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
When they learn something new and you can just see in their faces, it's such an incredible moment. It's those moments that are my favorite.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for the day. I want to thank CC from the Recreation Department and helping us out. Andrew, good interview. I love this guy. He should replace me. That's all I'm saying. That's my New Year's resolution. And, of course, Chad Breckton for joining us. We'll get a full update from him later this month. As we wrap up for the day, remember you can find us on so many different platforms. We got you covered all the way out there in Facebook, YouTube, streaming land, the whole works. Have a great day, everybody. See you back here tomorrow.